So we got Kamala Harris saying herself that she did not run with Pete Buttigieg for her 2024 campaign because he is an homosexual. And how about it? Oh, I thought that she was a great ally of the LGBT community, and this is almost poetic. This is when you find out that truth is stranger than fiction, because it's so funny that the main DEI candidate, a black South Asian, I don't know, Indian woman, decided not to run with a gay man, and instead, well, she picked Tim Walz. Yeah, you cannot make this up. This is something that I needed to talk about this. And she said that not only in her book, 107 Days or whatever it's called, but it's about the 107 days that her campaign lasted. And Rachel Maddow, I'm going to give, I look where we are. I'm going to give props to Rachel Maddow for pressing her twice about the Pete Buttigieg topic. Why couldn't you just have a guy who likes it up the ass for a partner in your campaign? How come so?
Elaborate on that a little bit. It's hard to hear.
Yeah.
With you running as, you're the first woman elected vice president. You're a black woman and a South Asian woman elected to that high office, very nearly elected president. To say that he couldn't be on the ticket effectively because he was gay is hard to hear.
No. That's not what I said. That he couldn't be on the ticket because he is gay. My point, as I write in the book, is that I was clear that in 107 days, in one of the most hotly contested elections for President of the United States, against someone like Donald Trump who knows no floor, to be a black woman running for President of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, a gay man, with the stakes being so high, it made me very sad, but I also realized it would be a real risk.
She said that. Running with a gay man would be a great risk. I mean, I would like to understand what is going through her mind. What was going through the ghostwriter's mind when he wrote this for her? That she did not write that book. A ghostwriter wrote that for her. Why would they include that in there? They should have, skipped that part, because people were going to ask questions. I was going to ask questions. I have a legitimate question. I have a legitimate question. The legitimate question is, what does it have to do? If a man is gay or a woman is lesbian, what does it have to do with their ability to lead, with their ability to do the things they need to do as president or vice president or whatever job they are requested to do? You either have the ability or you don't have the ability. You have the merits to do the job, or you don't have the merits to do the job. It doesn't matter if you're white, you're black, you're gay, you're Asian, you're an alien, you're purple, blue, whatever. That doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. And she herself, Kamala Harris, I know that it's not so gentlemanly to kick at that horse, but in case of Kamala Harris, I will make an exception. She dug this hole herself. She made her bed. Now it's time to lie on it. She said the words, a gay man. It's not that he was not the right stuff for this. I thought that Tim Walz was the better choice for this. And you could say you shouldn't talk about Pete Buttigieg being a gay man, because, again, I am going to ask, what does it have to do with your ability to do the job? There's a ton of gay people, gays and lesbians out there that are qualified to do the job. So why mention that? So it's us, her, in political communications and this kind of, when you know what you're doing, you tell people, you don't say that, oh, yeah, I rejected them because they let's say like special kinky stuff. But no, I picked Tim Walz because he had more experience with such and such. It was a hard decision. It was a contested decision. It was also this the Shapiro guy, and she could have mix and match her words. But no, she is. This is effectively. That's when I remember the words of the late Charlie Kirk. It is, you are DEI. You are proud of being DEI. And you lack the brain power to understand the outcomes and the consequences of the words that come out of your mouth. And you yourself set the trap, so your reputation is absolutely destroyed. Your reputation and the one of your party. Although at this point, again, I don't know if Kamala Harris still belongs to the Democratic Party, or if she is going to effectively retire. The rumors that she was going to run for governor of California, that is toasted. I think that, that massive loss after, 3 months of campaign? Come on, Kamala, that is nothing. You have more. You are still young. You can go for it. Kamala Harris should be the candidate in 2028 again. She should run for those primaries. I don't know how many delegates would she have. Maybe she could get one delegate, which could be like infinite times more delegates than the delegates that she got the last time. But at least would be some kind of improvement. And if Democrats don't pick a black woman who got by herself in just 107 days, if Democrats don't pick a black woman, black Indian, whatever woman, who runs such a short campaign and she got almost 75 million votes, then you are bigots. You are bigots. Shame on you if you don't pick Kamala Harris for 2028. You absolutely should do it, and you know what's going to happen. I'm going to shame you into obscurity if you don't pick Kamala Harris. She's the one. Harris 2028. I'm gonna begin printing my banners for that. Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome.
No matter how, I've been an advocate and an ally of the LGBT community my entire life. So it wasn't about any prejudice on my part, but
that
we had such a short.
No, notice that that is the way that people speak. That wasn't any prejudice in my part. What do you think is the message that she's sending? I mean, I don't know if she still has advisors. I don't know if she has paid the advisors of her campaign. You'd remember that she still owed $20 million to those people who work for her. Maybe everybody around and nobody has told her. Yeah, you cannot say these words. These are the words that should not be saying, but maybe somebody told her that, but she doesn't remember. Well, what a shame.
But we had such a short period of time, and the stakes were so high. I think Pete is a phenomenal public servant. And I think America is and would be ready for that. But when I had to make that decision with 2 weeks to go, and maybe I was being too cautious. I'll let our friends, we should all talk about that. Maybe I was. But that's the decision I made, and I, as with everything else in the book, I'm being very.
No, you know what happened, Kamala? Let's say the things that you don't want to say. I'm going to say the things that you don't want to say. I'm going to be your spokesperson right now. You did not want somebody to take the spotlight, the DEI spotlight away from you. You did not want to be out DEI'd by a white guy, which, by the way, I'm going to tell you, Pete Buttigieg speaks way better than Kamala Harris. And Pete Buttigieg is way more, professional than Tim Walz. I could say that you could put Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, both of them as a team on a debate with Pete Buttigieg, and they will lose. They will still lose. They won't be able to deal with the guy. I'm not saying that Pete Buttigieg is a brilliant mind, but I'm trying to, compare apples to apples here in a debate. No, yeah, it's like he is way smarter than her. I don't think that he would have allowed himself to be, the second fiddle. I'm pretty sure that, there were like these terms and conditions that you cannot play out, throw some shade over Madame BP. And he said, no, you know what? This is not what I'm signing up for. And Tim Walz, being Tim Walz, he said, yeah, I'm up for grabs. I'm for sale. Let's do this. What's the matter? I'm up for it. That's what happened.
Yeah.
With a great deal of sadness about also the fact that it might have been a risk.
Will you consider?
This is way too sad. There's a great deal of sadness. Yeah, it was tragic. There's still time, but wait. No, I don't want to still playing this. So sad, but you still have another chance, Kamala. You can fix things. You can, I don't know, get behind Pete Buttigieg. No, wait, that came out wrong. But, well, you know what I mean. But you should be running again. People want to vote for you. 75 million people still want to vote for you. In case you haven't noticed, this is my political commentary channel, The Power Pundit, where I focus in on making fun of Democrats. That's it. That's what I do here. So make sure to like and subscribe as well. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm The Power Pundit. Much love and bliss.